Hello.
We live?
Mm-hmm.
We live and we goddamn handsome this morning. Look at all of it.
I'm here.
You're looking fresh. Very fresh. Look at you, Danny. You look at you looking fresh.
For fresh, yeah. It's amazing what happens after weeks of not sleeping.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this fresh about stream where we don't sleep and just have caffeine and spite all the time. My name's Mike. I'll be your storyteller this evening. And let's go around the table and introduce everybody. How you doing?
Hello.
You caffeinated and spiteful?
I'm caffeinated. I am spiteful. I got some fucking sleep finally. So I'm good. And I'm a big playing Danny, who is
Not a good boy.
a whole different person. Entirely. Not a good person. It's not even spite, it's just rage.
Reg.
Anyway, he claims
And-
boy.
He clanless boy.
Right.
And during your time in the last 2 days, as this game will be taking place 2 days after the events of the last episode, you were able to talk to Thing 2.
Yes,
You got
Thing 2.
some
He
real
might
good
have a
information
name.
from him. Yeah, some.
No one
Paul,
cares.
Who cares? Exactly.
Mm.
You were able to talk to Thing 2. Whilst at that, you were able to experiment a little bit with your abilities. You're able to scare the ever-loving bejesus out of him with your oblivion powers. And you suddenly found out that you can take a really good punch.
Mm-hmm.
Awfully handy in these nights ahead. Awfully handy.
Apparently, if anybody didn't know, humans can't breathe in Oblivion. Fun fact.
They cannot.
He's
You
fine.
also found out that
He'll walk it off.
he's fine. He'll live. He'll live. You found out that your supplier has been making moves into your territory
Mm-hmm.
through various different means, and you set out Thing 2 to gather information to find out who exactly is selling in your territories and how they're doing it. You give Thing 2 your number from your fresh new phone that was given to you by the digital dogmas.
Hmm.
And you're ready to fuck some shit up.
We're fighting a war. We're soldiers.
Damn right we are. 3LC, how you doing?
Good morning. I'm Friossi, and I'm playing Kobe Stewart, the most Hakata non-Hakata you might see.
And what exactly did Kobe get up to in his 2 days of rest and respite?
Kobe was very hungry very often. He's probably one of the key people most responsible for depleting the pantry. And also, had a wonderful little excursion. Talked more with Sebastian. His sire learned that he could do some interesting things with corpses. With regard that really sounded bad.
Amazing.
But
Yummy.
yeah, so there was a very, very much a learning moment with regards to his really starting at square one with this whole necromancy thing and going like, aha, this is my life now. So had some more of a chat and interaction with the different members of the group, making sure Danny was okay. Lark had a run-in with a spectral entity, and Kobe was very interested, so he's like, let's do some ghost hunting. So that happened, and
That did happen.
that was also an experience. Let's just say it descended more from Ghostbusters into 13 Ghosts, so we'll do that. And the he learned
There's
something.
ghosts in the basement, Arthur.
Exactly. And he learned that he could definitely get attacked by a ghost. Punching them He gave it a shot. Lesson learned.
And he got shot. Yeah,
Yep. It was a very shocking experience. Well,
it was.
yeah. And,
Really brought him down to earth. Really
yeah.
grounded him.
Yes. but, but yeah, he retreated out of the situation with Lark. Thankfully, both Lark and himself didn't get too hurt or damaged, and then he went back and he missed. Unfortunately, he missed out on the poker game, so he got called away for that. So, but he caught some of the aftermath of the poker game, and that's when he decided that he'll chip in on the next one because hey, it's poker. That's one of the things he used to live for, and that's it.
And you two were able to receive a phone from Digital Dogmas.
Mm-hmm.
Macy, who are you?
Hello.
Where are you coming from?
I'm doing good. So I am playing Macy O'Reilly, our lovely Asamite anti-tribute. If you don't know what an Asamite is, Banu Hakim. So, yeah, Macy's had a wild couple of days. Real wild. So she had a conversation with the Crimson One, and the Crimson One kind of fucked up because she mentioned blood sorcery, and Macy knew that the Crimson One can do blood sorcery and knew that her clan can do it. So Macy's like, "Hey, can you do me a solid and give me a book?" Macy got her ass kicked by a book.
Yes,
Ellis had to help her open said book. Thank you, Ellis. Strip poker was a delight. We all got shot with a shotgun after we lost. That was good kind of pack bonding time. Macy learned a little bit about Ellis, also learned a little bit about Lark after she used Jameson's phone to look at the news.
Yep.
Yep.
She found out a decent bit of information on the news.
Yep. Macy's slowly beginning to regret ghouling her ex-boyfriend. He's been a good boy. He's been a good boy and been doing what he's been told. Macy learned some blood sorcery things, kept yelling at the preacher in her head. That was the whole thing. I hate that beast so much, but I love it at the exact same time. So that was all for day 1, was blood sorcery practice mostly. And then day 2, Macy woke up hangry, frenzied. Lark did the most awesome badass thing fucking ever. Got Macy to turn around and leave. And then she had a little heart-to-heart with Kobe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Kobe. That's right. Kobe learned Blush of Life.
Yeah.
Yes.
He learned how to get.
Yes, he did.
He learned how to get
Heart to heart.
Going. Yep.
Little heart-to-heart. Mm-hmm. She learned about Kobe that day too.
Morning, Milo. How are you?
I'm fine.
And what did our lovely Lassam bring it up to?
Lark met with Angelo, not her sire, who's not her sire, and learned a little bit more about her Oblivion powers. Mostly just how to eventually unlock Shadow Cloak, what to do with Shadow Cast, and then eventually learning that things she could learn, such as Arms of Amahir. I have a gremlin. Give me just one moment.
Not a problem at all. I can continue if you like. She was able to learn the basics of the Arms of Ahriman and what she would need for it.
Yeah. And got traumatized slightly. And then left to play strip poker, where she was the absolute loser. First out. Got shot by Dez. Which was very exciting. And then went with Ellis. had a big long conversation with Ellis. Well, two of them. One when they went to go feed, and then another when they met at the morgue, where they all kind of congregated um, and chatted about their various experiences. And then she went ghost hunting with Kobe. This is, of course, after she had already by herself used Oblivion Sight, got attacked by one of the not attacked. It wasn't like the electrocution that Kobe had, but a ghost left some goo on her hand, and she has no idea what it is, where it came from, or why it wouldn't come off. And so, yep, that was a time. And then yeah, they went ghost hunting and came back out of that unalive still. And then she relaxed as much as you can when you're freshly dead and traumatized.
She did. On that second day, she also received a phone that she could use, which is lovely, a Nokia 3210. Because it's old, it's got Snake and Tetris, so she's never going to be bored. But she can still use it without the garbling and deafening other people on the other end of the phone. She was also able to talk to the Crimson One about the goo that was on her hand. And it was explained to her that the goo itself was simply ectoplasm, from having touched a spirit filled with malice. That's why it was black and covered her hand, why it was so sticky. Opio, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I am alive and mostly functioning. So, what did Ellis get up to in the last couple of days? Wow. First thing she did was she woke up and she went to meet a man called Valco, who was a fellow Zamisi. She was then appraised like cattle and found to be slightly wanting. Excuse me. Slightly wanting, but she did get some useful information about the clan and about Canaanites in general from him. Then she went and played poker with everyone else. She was the last to lose. And in the process managed to practice her bone crafting a little. At which point her and Lark went to feed. They had a nice old conversation. Lark got to see her new feeding technique that Ellis has, which is all levels of gross and uncomfortable. Then she had an argument with the Crimson One, and after a lot of soul searching decided to ghoul a rat to be her friend because she was very sad after her argument with the Crimson One. And then she went, yeah, it was great. And then she did some flesh crafting, did some practicing. And then when she woke up the next day, she was also given a phone that she was able to use. She spoke to her assistant back at her work, who agreed to continue covering for her. She found out that whilst her mum and her dad were convinced to cancel their trip to come and visit, that her brother had already arrived to surprise her, which I'm sure is definitely going to go down well. And then she went and had another argument with the Crimson One, which led to her being forgetful-minded. So she now believes that she had some very pleasant conversations with the Crimson One, which I'm sure is going to be really fun to reconcile that with the mental breakdown of the rat ghouling at some point. And then she continued practicing her flesh crafting. So, all in all, it's been a pretty successful couple of days for Ellis.
As you can all see, our lovely pack have been very busy over the last few days practicing their techniques, practicing their maneuvers. And these things will definitely become important in the next few nights. And as the sun sets and the moon rises on the asylum, each of the pack slowly awake. As they do, the Crimson One stands within the doorway. She looks at each of you. Her veil is gone, revealing her face. It is time we continue with another funiculum. It is time you shed these mortal morals that you used to hold so dear. She then walks off, back down towards where the original funiculum was. What do y'all do?
Ellis is going to go and shower and get changed before she goes down to do the funiculum. So she would nip out to her car, grab a change of clothes, get inside, shower, get herself ready, and then head on down.
Kobe will be doing the same. He's got to clean up from what happened in the pantry last night, and also the charred clothes as well. So from the yeah. So and then after that, just gonna check on how the rest of the pack is doing before heading on down. Because I'm assuming we're all still in the same room.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Danny once got the information from Thing 2, was wandering around the bottom looking at all the ghosts, and he wants to go find Lark.
Okay. Donna, you're able to see all these shadows move. Like they're flashbacks of memories. Just moving between walls and doors with purpose and then flashing back and repeating itself over again. It's a sad existence, but it's the only one they know.
Yeah.
Lark, what do you do?
Lark is getting ready to go. She's making sure that she has her bat. Macy let her borrow some clothes, so she's going to accept those, and yeah, pretty much she's not going anywhere without her weapon after the ghost attack. So that's pretty much how she's preparing. Just, this is mine, and I will hit anybody that tells me otherwise.
This is my sweet lullaby.
There you go. Need some new.
Danny, you see the Crimson One walk past. She's already told you what's going to happen. You were first up this time.
Yeah.
She's told you to meet her down there.
Yeah.
As soon as possible. The rest of the pack filter in, and you do see Lark with her butt over her shoulder.
So Danny's gonna kind of walk up. Hey,
Hey,
so when we first showed up and you said you were seeing all that
Mm.
shit, you and Kobe. Gotta talk to Kobe next. He might have some more information about this, but
uh-huh.
I can also see it now.
Oh,
So you were right about the whole there's ghosts here.
yeah. Most of them are just they repeat their echoes, but
Yeah.
some of them can touch you.
Did not know that. I just watched one walk through Des like 15 or 16 times and he wouldn't fucking move. So, but yeah, no, there are ghosts here. I didn't know about the whole some of them can fucking touch you. That's good to know. Probably should look into that a bit more too.
I definitely from afar, like a book, look into it. Like I walked through one and it just left this nasty black goo on my hands. It was really gross. It didn't hurt me, but the other one hurt Kobe.
Her Kobe
Yeah.
could be okay. Like I
Oh, he's he's fine. We booked it down the hallway, but yeah, it
Kobe is still in the hallway. You can't
Good.
see him walking down towards the basement.
we got out, but yeah, it did lightning. It has lightning, electricity. I think lightning's probably the improper term. It's electricity. It's like crackling with it, and it can use it. It was horrifying. So just I don't know if it. Here's what bothers me. I don't know if it can do that when we can't see it. So I need to ask some questions too.
Yeah, that'd be good to find out. Maybe that's something we could actually use. I don't
Oh,
know. Maybe? I don't fucking
maybe.
know. I didn't think ghosts were a thing like 2 days ago. Obviously, based on the conversation we had, but the whole time Danny is like talking to Lark, but staring at Kobe, just like assessing him to make sure he is in fact okay.
Mhm.
All right.
uh, yeah. I didn't.
The shadow
I
thing's
knew
fucking weird
ghosts.
though. That you know,
Yeah.
'cause apparently you can do that too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can.
That's what the Crimson one was kind of saying.
Kind of. Yeah. Uh, it's. I can't hide myself in the shadows with it, but I can do the big shadow, the moving shadow, the scary shadow. I can do that one.
Yeah, no, like I did in the car, which I've got that kind of under control. I don't like working on it, working on it. Progress is progress, though.
It's been what, 4 nights, 3 nights? Oh God, I'm losing track of time already. So yeah,
I mean, apparently we got until someone kills us. So
yeah, the movies make it look so much easier than what it actually is.
yeah, just a bit.
You doing okay otherwise though? Not you.
Uh, oh yeah, absolutely fantastic.
Uh,
So, after you two finish up your conversation, the rest of the group have walked on. They're already in the basement. I suppose you do follow the rest of them. Yeah. As you get there, the Crimson One is standing there. Her gloves are off. Her dress is pinned up. Her veil is nowhere to be seen. Once more, we do this retake in the name of King. As I mentioned, this is one of the many ways to absolve you of sins that you may believe you have committed. You will need to strip your mortal morals if you are to survive these coming nights. Good and evil do not exist. There is only the natural order. And we are a part of that natural order. We are the apex predators. And she'll drag her wrist, knife, obsidian knife across her wrist, and start dripping the blood into the chalice. You all recognize this chalice. And you also recognize the knife. And she passes it around to each and every single one of you.
Um, if Kobe activates his Oblivion sight. Does he see anything about the chalice that looks off or interesting through that?
No.
Okay.
If he activates Oblivion Sight, the room gets brighter,
Mhm.
but you will notice that there is a extreme lack of other paranormal activity other than yourselves. There are no shades. There are no other apparitions.
Okay.
That is just the pack within the room.
Okay. I will let that fade then.
And she will pass each of you the goblet and the knife. Does each of you cut into yourselves?
Yeah, Danny doesn't bite himself this time. He knows that there's steps that need to be taken for certain things.
Ah, yes. We like our schedules and the way we do things.
Oh, hi, Liz. Hi, Opiel. Bye, Opiel.
That was a ghost. That was a ghost opal. Just
I forgot to mention I have ghosts in the house.
she should.
So
She needs to go open.
she then
Sorry.
she then takes a drink from the goblet and passes it around each of you. And it's the same rush you all had before. Some of your connections to park members go up. Some don't change. And some you feel a little less close to. But the bond is still strong in there. The bond of brotherhood and sisterhood that Sabat brings. As each of you drink, the Crimson One begins a small sermon. And you will know these last times by the times of Thin Blood, which will mark vampires that cannot beget. You will know them by the clanless who will come to rule. You will know them by the wild ones who will hunt us even in the strongest city. You will know them by the awakening of some of the eldest. The crone will awaken and consume all. You will know these times, for a black hound will rise up and choke all those who oppose it. And those who eat heart's blood will flourish, and the kindred will crowd, each to his own, and vitae will be as rare as diamonds. Think on these words, my children. Make another note that y'all get another +1 to any Lillian, worshipper of a Methuselah, or puppet of the antediluvians in brawl, firearms, and melee. That is a +2 dice to all of you because of the previous sermon. Tonight, we hunt as a pack is meant to. I have not forgotten what happened 2 days ago, and I assume neither have you, Denny, or you, Kobe. Those Anarchs tried to exterminate your life, and I think it's time we repay that.
I mean,
I thought you'd be up for some revenge, Denny.
absolutely.
That is music to
And
my
they got
ears.
to see Kobe's face, and we can't fucking have that.
That is true.
Yeah. That sounds like a situation that needs to be taken care of. I think I
agree.
recognized one of them. Jackknife.
Jackknife, she would be the Baron Sweeper, if reports are correct.
What's
A sweeper in Anarch terms, I suppose you could call them a census taker.
Hmm.
They mark who and how many Canaanites are in a certain territory of Barrett's.
I see.
Got it.
They are not very well liked, and I highly doubt that their disappearance will be mourned. But that is all we know about them. We do not know where they hang out. We do not know how many allies they have. We had the bare bones, but as you know, that is no longer a thing.
Yeah.
So what we will need to do is hunt, track, find their allies, find their friends, and take care of them until they show themselves. Are you up
Piss them
for
off
this?
till they show themselves. Yeah.
Exactly.
Kobe,
You
you
seem...
said you knew
Yes.
one of them? Jackknife, you said?
Yeah, they were. Please refresh my memory. I think I knew them from association.
You did. You knew them from the poker games,
poker games that I was in.
the betting games, because
Mm-hmm.
she is Bootstomp's number 2,
Mm-hmm.
and he was always at those games.
Got it.
And you know Bootstomp quite well.
Yeah.
And if you also remember, it was your old colleagues in the workshop that called her.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think we know a place where we can start. And yeah, Jackknife. I know you weren't there all the time, Danny, but I made rounds to the various, tables that were around the city for all these
Yeah, I remember.
all these stakes and games, and so yeah, they were there. And
Right, so
honestly, they would have tagged me at some point, depending. So I guess, as a mortal, I was a known quantity to them.
so if you show up, they're gonna know who you are.
Yeah, but like I said, it's kind of interesting. It caught me personally a little off guard that the folks we ran off, former co-workers, that they got a hold of them. So I didn't realize that they had their hooks in the shop like that. News to me.
The Crimson One will look at Alice, then look at Kobe. Well, you have a member of your pack that can change your appearance if you believe it may compromise this mission, and they have been working rather hard if you have seen the bodies in the morgue.
I have, since I have been visiting the morgue rather frequently. I noticed there was some...
Oh, cool. You saw our little mannequins with face holes.
I did. That was your work? That's cool.
It was. It was my work.
Terrifying,
yeah, I can change
cool.
your face. Yeah, fair warning. It's incredibly painful. And I don't know how good I'm going to be at it. But I can give it a college try.
How long does it last?
It's permanent until I change it back.
Ah.
So, anyone's ever fancied getting some elective plastic surgery, just give me a call.
And so, also, it's I assume the same college try situation to turn me back.
Yeah. Best we probably take some photos of you before we do anything so that I have a reference to work off. Not to say that you don't have a striking physique, but will I remember all of those specific details? I cannot promise you that.
Understood. Well, we can use our phones that we have now.
Cool. All right then. Alice will take out her phone and start taking photos of Kobe from the front, from the side, every angle. Yeah, strike a pose, bitch. Like every angle she can get. Try to get like. Are we changing your body as well, or just the face?
I think let's just focus on face down.
Okay. We should probably maybe change how tall you are, because you are very. Just kind of look up a little bit. She's not the tallest girl in the world. She's gonna look up and be like, yeah, maybe change your height a little bit.
He's only 6'2". That's not that tall.
Said a tall person who's never been short in their entire life. You don't know what it is you speak.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, we should change your height as well. Just because
Okay.
even with a different face, we want you to blend in. At 6'2", you're not going to blend in. Let's go for a tidy 5'11".
All right.
It's the average height of men in the US, guys. Come on.
Oh, I know.
Don't look at me like
It's all
that.
good. I just instantly thought.
All I can think is that audio of get shorter. Maybe then we can become friends. TikTok audio.
Oh dear.
Okay.
All
Once
right.
she's satisfied she has enough pictures, she'd pop the phone away. And is there a chair or anything in the room?
Yeah. I'll go ahead and sit down, and we'll get this rolling.
Cool. Once she sat down on the chair, she's gonna crack her knuckles, rub her palms together a little
What's my new rating with Ellis?
bit. I just got up with you.
Yes.
Ellis is feeling. She does not want to fuck this up.
I think I maintained with Ellis. Is that correct, Mike?
I am double checking now.
I think according to my notes, I did. If not, I at
Kuro,
least
do you-
maintained or slightly went up.
Kuro, do you want to be flesh crafted? Is that why you're meowing at me? You want to be flesh crafted, little guy?
Remain at a 6.
Okay.
Alice. As Oatmeal. God, I sound so good so far away.
Oh, Mike, you're still muted. We barely hear you.
It's because it's going through Opiel's mic.
Yep.
Yep. So, as that's going on, the Crimson One will take the cup and knife and she will disappear for a few seconds.
Okay.
And when she reemerges, she looks entirely different. Her dress is gone. She is wearing a pair of jeans and trainers, as well as a blue denim jacket and a white t-shirt. Her face is completely unrecognizable. It's actually very boring to look at. Very
Okay.
passive. Her scar still lingers on her face, but looks more like a birthmark.
Okay.
A very large wine stain.
Gotcha.
And she will
Alice.
walk towards the rest of the group.
Okay.
Ellis is focused on what she's doing, which was a 7 success critical.
Wow.
Yeah!
Yeah, go girl.
Kobe, do you want to look like Brad Pitt? How do you want to look?
Wow. Okay. Let's since we're kind of really trying to so just for my own clarification, can you change like hair color and things like that, right? Like
hair color, hair length,
Got
beard, no beard. I can't give you a tattoo, but I can make a tattoo permanent.
that's cool.
And if you describe to Ellis what you want to look like, she will
Okay.
do. She got 7 successes. She's gonna get pretty fucking close.
Cool. No, this is going to be great because currently, right now, with the way Kobe looks, honestly, doing him up to look like changes hair to like a flowing blonde, get rid of the beard, a little chisel jawline, it's just like eye color if you can affect it. Just make him look like he's visiting from California. So
Okay, Ellis is gonna take that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Ellis will place her palms onto Kobe's face, and it is incredibly painful. It's
Okay.
one of the
Do
most
I
painful. I'm not sure if you have to roll.
do I do it? Yeah, I
Okay,
was wondering if I do any contested roll or if I suffer any damage doing it.
You do not take any damage, but you'll need to do a composure resolve to remain still.
Gotcha. Okay. Give me just a second. Not my best
Ellis learned this last
roll.
night. Ellis learned this last night when she flesh crafted a human for the first time. It was not. It was quite traumatizing.
Okay. Yep. There's that. Oh, not bad. 3 out of 4.
3 successes, you're able to maintain yourself. It's like getting a tattoo. It's extremely painful, but you're able to grit down your jaw as the flesh begins to mold and shape and turn around. Your hair begins to come out of pores and lengthen itself down, and the pigment starts to change. You're clenching your fists the entire time just to remain calm.
Is
Yeah,
it
Ellis is gonna
not as
go.
not as
She's
bad
gonna
as
make
that
you a little
fucking
shorter.
ghost? Okay. Oh,
We're
that's
going.
right.
We're going 5'11". We're going a little bit more of a slim fit build. We're going for like that surfer kind of aesthetic. Long blonde hair, tanned, bright blue eyes, really nice teeth. Like you look like you've had your teeth done, right? Nice neat eyebrows, like kind of that kind of slim fit aesthetic body where you've got like abs but they're not particularly visible. You look a little bit wiry. And she would finish everything off by giving you a nice aquiline nose because Ellis is partial to them. She likes a Roman nose. And that's how we're gonna finish it off. And once she's done, she would step away,
All right.
kind of dust her hands off, and just kind of give an approving nod and be like, "Yeah, no, that was a college try."
Damn.
This
is your-
whole thing
Whew.
takes about 10 minutes. And this is the first time any of you guys have seen this happen up close.
Mirror. Mirror. I'm just kidding.
Ellis is gonna open like the camera on her phone, like the front-facing camera, and pass it over to him so he can look.
I mean, technically, Danny watched the mermaiding happen.
That's true. Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
It's true, but he also didn't have a 10 vernacular written to that mermaid.
Wow.
Good job, Alice.
Yeah.
Right.
If that's your college try,
Right?
damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not
you
gonna
would
lie,
def-
man.
Let me know when you graduate. Shit.
Yeah, didn't think it was gonna go that well. I've got to be honest. I'm impressed myself. What can I say? Just gonna take her phone back.
Some surgeons would probably cry at this, like perfection.
Perfection, you say? Ellis just grins.
Mm-hmm. It's actually really well done.
Yeah. All right then. He looks around. Crap. Okay, everything's a little bit more eye level. All right.
So he's missing one thing. He needs the messy surfer man bun.
I can just do that. Hold on, and she's she's got she's got her hair back in a ponytail, so she'd just take the ponytail out of her hair and she'd come up behind him and just very quickly make like a man bun with a few strands at the front of his face and a few strands falling out the back.
Perfect.
Ah, yes. I could easily go with the Hakata Ken and Barbie set. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Danny's just watching the whole situation like, all right, Kobe agreed to this. Kobe's fine.
You okay, Danny?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Kobe, you good? You doing okay? You need anything? You
You
fine?
know what, Danny? This actually turned out way better than I was anticipating. So yeah, I'm gonna call this a win for tonight, and
Right.
we'll cross the other bridge when we need to get to it. But to be honest, this ain't half bad. If I had to stay this way, I guess there could be a lot worse.
I mean, as
but
long as you're happy with it, that's the important part.
it's a little. I'm
No
not gonna
refunds.
lie. It is. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's unsettling. Don't get me wrong, but it's like.
You're telling me. I've known you for how many years now, and
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
voice sounds different. I don't like that. I don't think.
Mm.
The voice is actually the same, just coming out of a different
Voice is
body. So it
That's what I
may,
was
yeah,
wondering.
yeah.
yeah, it's a bit.
It's
It's a bit like when you're in a different state and you hear a different
Uh-huh.
accent. You're like, huh?
I can
It
change
should
his
sound
vocal
the same.
cords if you like.
no.
Uh,
This minuscule change is already a lot with the.
Anyone
Just,
else want to go
I'm
while the salon's open?
immediately thinking of
You know,
the polyjuice potion scene. So,
to
Well,
be fair, some of us are easily recognizable and identifiable by things we did. She'll look at Macy.
I know how to dress down and not look noticeable. It's fine.
Macy, I can give you like double.
You
duties.
have bright red
Like you
hair.
can have a whole new clientele.
I can wear a baseball cap.
I got spares. Anyway.
Do not put a cap on that very very nicely done hair, please. What a waste! What a waste that would be.
No, it's all good. All right. So what's next?
well, Kobe, I would also like you to add, at least for the moment, until you're either changed back or changed into something different, the beautiful merit.
Oh, thank you.
Aww.
Given 7 successes and a critical, it only seems right. So that means you will
I
have
can
a
see a
minus.
bot being.
Yep, that means you'll have a +1 pool to all social interactions with humans.
Oh boy, that's not something
Okay.
he's used to.
Right? So the night is wearing on. We have much to do.
Mhm.
Kobe, you seem to be the expert, at least, in this person, as you seem to have known them. I believe it should be you that takes the lead on this.
Okay. Will do. Let me pull up. Just real quick, I just need to pull up a resource for. Oops, I'm in the wrong place. Hold on. There we go. And there we are. Okay. Yeah, the individuals that when on the night that we were playing our game, when we went to the shop, there's some people there that obviously I used to work with, and it's interesting that they apparently called in those folks. So my first move would be to reach out to them in some manner. Now, as I am right now, I think what would probably work best is maybe perhaps feigning a situation with regarding to need some service to kind of be able to get close. I know the shop is not currently operational since it suffered damage, but
I can always play dumb tourist who needs an oil change, and I can go and drain the oil out of the range.
mm-hmm. I'm thinking that,
I'm also a woman, and I'm blonde, so it just, really plays into that stereotype.
I don't like that, Ellis, but if you want to play it up, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, I don't like that. That's an assumption, but I get where you're coming from. So.
There's also the poker games, Kobe.
There's that, yep. There's also the games. Now, I think we could go and. I mean, the other thing here too is that I know the owner. Well, what I thought was the owner of the business. I mean, he's been a fixture of the community for decades. So, I mean, the auto shop's been here since, the 70s. So, we could go and Just lean on him. He's got.
Does he own any other businesses? If it's obviously the auto shop's out of commission, right? Does he own anything else in the city? You said if the guy's been in the community for ages, does he own anything else that we could potentially go and try from that angle?
I think with storyteller permission, there's maybe a couple of other types of side businesses he's have, like specifically maybe an oil change express place and also a car wash.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very sticking to the motorized vehicle
Mm-hmm.
businesses.
Yeah.
There's a tow truck business as well.
Okay. Yeah, he does have extra businesses. So we can.
Okay.
We could go at one of them. We could not start a situation, but we could go there and get a run of what's happening. See, probably some of my workmates probably have already leveraged themselves over to these other places while the main shop's getting worked at. So they've probably just been reassigned there. What do y'all think?
Very well.
Lark, you got anything?
Yes. Ideas? Anyone?
For drawing. Give me a second.
No worries.
All of your ideas.
I
are
am
valid.
the La Sombra. It's fine. There's malfunctions happening. For drawing these people out? Is that what we're doing?
I think there's the intent of doing that, yes, after we chase up what their situation is. Somebody has, I'm assuming, like most maybe of us, correct me if I'm wrong, Crimson One, but I'm assuming that they have things that they check on, routines that they do. They're running
Everything
whatever.
has a routine.
Exactly. If we can
Without routine, we would go insane.
Good point. So as soon as we can get some a line on what it is. I mean, other than Danny mentioned, good point about the card games. They show up at the card games. If there's card games that are happening, then bam, we could go right to the source essentially. But
not to brag, but I am very good at talking to people.
Well, good.
All right, so we got our people person. There we go.
And not to brag, I have the money to put into a high stakes poker game.
Anybody else got some bragging they want to do? I want to hear this. This is great.
I mean, Danny, you're quite good at talking to people too, aren't you?
Yeah,
If
well,
those
don't brag
screams were
about
anything
it.
to go by the other night.
Yeah, that wasn't talking. That was information extraction. So,
And that is something we may need.
Mm-hmm.
hey, I got that covered if needed. But why did they call? Why'd they call? Oh, what you just said. What she was. How'd they know to call
Exactly.
that number?
Yeah, makes
Well,
What other numbers do they know how to get a hold of? Yeah.
They're probably Gould.
it is a big assumption to say they're ghoul. Ghouling takes a lot of effort and time because you have to take care of your ghoul.
But we don't know how long they've been in the city, though. We don't.
If
But-
I
So
was
it's not-
gonna,
Wait,
if I was gonna own a business, that had people in employ, and I needed them to know to call a number, I would just very simply say, if the shop ever gets attacked, this is the person that you call. You don't have to. We could have been human, we could have been canines. It wouldn't have made a difference. If the shop got attacked, you call those people. They can take care of any threat, right?
Well,
that
it's
on
a very
top
valid
of
point.
someone like me could easily make it so that they automatically called that number
kind of an implanted suggestion.
without a second thought. I've done it.
Mm-hmm.
Alice has made a very good point, and Danny, no doubt, with what you used to do is for a living, you're aware of protection rackets. Of course you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you call if you're paying someone to protect you.
Mm-hmm.
Of
So
course, they
that's
didn't earn their keep this time around, did they?
no, they did. So they're gonna probably get rid of them. They probably didn't get moved. They probably got taken out. They didn't do the fucking job.
I highly doubt a bunch of humans are going to take out a bunch of canines like Jackknife and her people.
No. I meant your buddies at the shop. If they didn't die in the fire, Kobe. But someone gave that number out, so there's got to be a way to get a hold of them. Don't we run on like favors or some shit that's
Boons and
someone was saying
favors. Yes, boons is a trade. Think of the boon trade as a stock market for members of the Camarilla. Favors, pretty much the exact same as for the Anarchs, only they don't keep to them as well. We
Mhm.
do things for each other out of loyalty to one another.
yeah, but the favors are an anarch thing, right? So like
Yes.
someone's got to owe someone something for that to be a protected place, or well, sometimes we do stuff for people who are in power.
Also, money buys many things.
Sure enough. Okay. What I'm sounding like here is that we find out maybe where there's a table that they're sitting at. And it sounds like Ellis and Lark can be two very good candidates for opening up the conversation and also getting into the game itself. And perhaps
We could run both at the same time. We find a game, Lark and I can go pay the down, see what information we can get that way.
Mhm.
I'll pay for you, Lark, don't worry. Then
I appreciate that. If you want that money back, I'm not the best candidate. We all know this.
I've got you. Don't worry about it. Whilst that's going on, you, Danny, and Macy can head to one of the other businesses. You can take the range and attempt to get the information that way. Potentially try and grab one of the people who's there, see if they have a number that they call when they're in danger, and see if you can get information out by that way. And we can do it as kind of a two-pronged information attack. And you, she'd kind of look to the Crimson One, can choose which side you want to join.
I'm sorry, Alice. I give Kobe command of this operation, not you.
Well, then come up with good commands.
I think it's a good
Are you
idea.
telling that the Kobe or the Crimson One live?
She's saying it to the Crimson One, but she has a smile on her face and her tongue firmly planted in her cheek.
Macy, you got something you want to say?
Yes, y'all are forgetting one of the biggest factors about poker tables.
Mm-hmm.
What is always at a poker table with high rollers?
Surveillance.
If you're
Call
going
girls.
to say
What?
Call girls.
Oh, call girls.
Mm-hmm.
That's a factor. Yeah.
Are you going to come be my arm candy, Macy? Because if that's the case, I could definitely get on board with the plan a little bit more than I am already.
It wouldn't be the first time I've been at a poker table, especially high stakes.
Works for me. We can go back to my place and find something more attire appropriate.
I
than
probably have
jeans.
something in my bag.
I don't know if we're the same size.
Okay. Kobe will be able to produce a list of the known tables that he had seen Jackknife at, and he'll write those down and provide them for everybody. And probably could, actually, honestly, it's not that wouldn't be that hard to probably call the proprietors of those places and be like, hey, what's going down tonight? Who's in attendance? I'm looking to throw down. So, and we could get some information that way, and then the other three of us can split off. And there's a detailing service, and a oil change express service that definitely the other employees will be at. One of the
So
two.
this is surveillance, not attack.
This is totally information gathering at the moment because obviously we don't want to. If they happen to be at any particular tables, we'd obviously want to draw them away from that. And that brings us to the second point. Because if we do find them, and we do locate them, what's a way to draw them away? A couple of thoughts that I have on it. It could be bringing up to them some type of, opportunity that they could be interested in, like totally feign a we all deal in some shady shit. Here's something that you might be interested in. You want to talk about it, blah, blah, blah. That could be an option. Could be also as simple as just getting them mad. And just being
That
like...
was my suggestion. If you said that when you were at the garage, they recognized you as Sabat, right?
Yep.
Then while we're at the table, all we have to do is just drop one thing that only Kindred would understand, and then they're going to very quickly work out who we are, and then it's just a case of luring them to the right place or to the right point. Before we get stabbed, preferably.
That's what got us in trouble the last time.
We would prefer our presence not to be as well known as you want to make it, Alice.
We'll just kill them afterwards. Then no one does know.
I don't know
It-
exactly.
It sounds like
Go ahead.
with the information gathering, because that's what we're going to be doing, that we figure out the best way to get to do it without being noticed by everybody in the city. It shouldn't be too hard once we've figured some stuff out to regroup. And
That's a good point. We do need to know what the logistics are when we actually make contact, and then we can derive a plan from there. If we end up luring them somewhere, fine. If we end up, if we do end up luring them somewhere via some sort of subterfuge of, obviously, as the Crimson One mentioned, we want to keep our profile and our presence and everything absolutely as low-key as possible. So maybe it could also, maybe what we could also do is just involve some mortals. Maybe some mortals can be, perhaps they can just start something somewhere. And if they go to investigate and take a look at it, then we can jump on it right there. And then we could blame it on a whole, it was a turf fight or whatever. It could be as simple as that too.
you know what always gets rowdy? A concert.
Yeah. Got
That
options.
does make a good point. The last concert we had was quite the event.
Yeah. I'm interested in everyone here playing to their strengths on what we can do for this. So it's
The last concert. I didn't get an invite to that one.
You were there, Crimson One, or maybe you weren't.
I think you showed up.
We all died.
Oh, that concert. I'm sorry, I thought you meant something different. Like the one Dez told me about in the streets.
That yeah, that impromptu that was a miscommunication.
That
was a block party.
Supposed to happen.
Yeah.
It was supposed to happen at the asylum so everyone could eat. And
That is another good point.
Somebody somewhere dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, that's another good point. Is I don't think we have enough people to feed.
Yes, have men working on that this week.
Right, good.
Okay. All right then.
But yeah, it's your play, Kobe. Like how you want us to do this. You're in charge.
Okay. Well, I definitely am all about taking everyone's suggestions and feedback on this. So let's go ahead and split the team up. Lark Ellis and Macy. Sorry. Let's go ahead and start doing some contacting on those locations where I know those tables are currently being played at. Soon as we get a lead that they're there, then y'all can go. Danny and I are gonna go and check the other businesses. I know where all those businesses are. We'll go and shake those down.
If we have to go in public, Kobe, you know the thing that I showed you last night?
Yes,
That would be useful.
that's right. And I haven't done that for tonight, so I will do that now.
Oh yay, this is gonna be fun.
Alright, well, if Lark, Alice, and Macy wish to head up some poker games, perhaps it is best that you give them the numbers of those places now, whilst Danny, myself, and you will head out. Alice, I assume you're taking your car?
What's the point of you guys going to a detailing shop if you don't have a car? So you guys should probably take the car.
I thought
Would you
we
like
had.
to take one of our spares?
I was gonna say I think we could probably scrounge up something, or I thought we had access to one.
We do.
We're gonna need an expensive car for the tables.
Oh, we'll take the Rage then. I was under the impression we only had the one car.
No. We have a small amount. Nothing fancy as your Range Rover, but they get the job done. Inconspicuous, you would say.
It's a Ford Flex.
How did you know?
Had a hunch.
Have you been to our garage?
Fucking hell. Oh my god.
Honestly, I probably should. I am a mechanic.
There's a
Can fix shit up.
variable point. It is best we begin then. Let us go.
All right.
And remember to keep in contact with one another.
Absolutely.
This is, after all, a pack activity.
Yeah. Regular.
Everybody got everybody else's numbers, right?
Everybody's got the numbers. Everybody's regular check-ins as much as possible.
Anyone who's sitting close to me will have to have me make the call because your phone won't work.
5 feet. If she starts to get upset based on what happened in the alley, maybe a good 10 feet.
Alright,
Okay.
so y'all make it up. Lark, Alice, Missy, do you guys grab anything on the way up?
I grab a shotgun.
I'm looking for a moth.
A moth.
A moth.
Give me a wits and awareness, please.
Oh, goody.
I'm grabbing the sawed off from the shop.
goody.
Goody.
Are you grabbing some extra shells as well?
Oh yeah. Extra shells going in the duster.
One success.
Do not see any moths. Because mostly the asylum is in darkness, there's nothing to attract them. Not inside anyway.
Okay. Hold on, just still.
At least that's the-
Not even
that's
a
the
pupa.
running theory.
Just no moths, no pupas, no nothing.
No pupids or nothing.
Cool.
Alice was planning to head back to the house whilst they were calling through to find places so that they could all change. So there might be an opportunity there because that's kind of more out to the outskirts of the city, kind of more towards the woodland. So you probably got more chance of finding a moth out there.
Gonna grab a dress. Gonna grab things that she is used to wear to high roller tables. Also look at the list to see if there's any of those tables that I recognize.
There are 2 that you recognize. Off the list.
What are the 2?
One place is called. 1 second.
No worries.
Family's Meat Locker.
The what meat? It's just meat locker.
No, Sammy's Meat Locker.
Sammy's. We love that. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Is that adjacent to feral
Um,
fantasies?
It's a butcher shop. You naughty, naughty people.
Butcher shop. Okay.
And
That's classic.
the next one is called the Mainstream. MAIN.
Okay, not the mean stream, the main stream.
No, the mean. Because guess where we are, guys?
Mainstream.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It is a art gallery.
Ellis would suggest that if Macy has done this before, that she's probably the best person to ring through, because it's a lot easier to say, I have a client who wants to play a game. Do you have any space at the table type thing coming from somebody who's been there before?
Mm-hmm. That works. That's a great suggestion.
Only issue is, technically, you all are listed as dead or missing. So, just curious as to how that's going to affect anyone trying to do literally anything.
Good thing I have mask. It's a good time.
Also, real quick, Mike, the Blush of Life activation was a bestial failure on that roll.
You grow hungry. My boy. You were a disappointment then and you're a disappointment now. I mean, look at what you've done to yourself.
I'm gonna take care of you some night.
Sure you will. So, Lark, Ellis, and Missy. Missy grabbed.
Stuff that I needed.
Okay. Ellis grabbed.
Ellis doesn't really have anything with her that's useful. That's why I said she wanted to stop by the house, so that she could get changed into something that is appropriately poker, high roller table-ish.
And Lark grabbed.
Lark, I grabbed her bat, changed into something that Macy gave her, so she looks ready for a poker game.
Yeah.
Not maybe to play it,
Yeah,
but
Macy's like,
definitely
do
to
you
be
want
at
low
it.
cut? Do you want low cut or not low cut?
Low cut. Hell yeah, I got boobs.
Well,
And apparently very pretty toes, so let's go with some open toed.
grim.
Macy's
Alice
just
is-
grabbing stuff, choker or no choker.
Choker. Yeah, I gotta look fancy. I'm pretending I'm fancy.
Somewhere through this town, Dane is walking looking like Azamara. I'm so pretty.
He's in Maine. He's in San Diego.
He went on a trip. Him and Savannah are sightseeing.
Why would he be? You know what? It's fine. What you guys do behind closed doors is up to you, man.
I
Ellis
ain't
is-
Kobe.
Sorry,
Sorry,
very quickly.
oh,
Ellis is also
go
going to
ahead.
make sure that she has her little ghoul drat with her as well.
Okay. Yep. Skittles is firmly in your pocket.
His name's Snickers, not Skittles.
Snickers. Alright, sorry.
Oh, I thought it
It's all
was
the
Skittles.
S's.
I'm sorry. I
No,
thought
Skittles
you said it was
is
Skittles.
Dez's rod.
Thank
Snickers
you.
is,
Thank you. Okay. My bad.
I need to say that word very slowly. For accent reasons. Anyway, Kobe, Donnie, what? Do you two grab anything on your way out? Kobe's grabbing the shotgun and some shells.
Yeah, Danny. Because we're just doing surveillance.
Mhm.
Gonna grab bare minimum weaponry because the last time we were just gonna go somewhere real quick, things happen. So.
Does somebody need a rifle?
Yeah.
Lark will give Danny the rifle.
I'll give it back when
It's
we get back.
a big rifle.
This is Danny standing on the other side, getting ready to shoot people if necessary.
Yep. Do you check the
Perfect.
magazine and whatnot?
Yeah.
It is a magazine. Sniper rifle.
Is
They
it-
are 50
is-
caliber bullets.
Okay. I forget. Is it semi-auto or bolt action?
It's
Hey,
bolt action.
Lark.
Okay.
Yes.
This is like heavy caliber.
Yeah, I stole it. It's mine now.
I get. I mean, possession, 9/10 of the law, all that shit. But like, this can cause some fucking damage. Just
Yep. Cause some
And
damage,
you
Danny.
also know there's only 5 bullets in the actual magazine and 1 in the chamber.
Mhm.
Lark
6.
does not have any more.
Yeah, so like, we might want to get some more ammo for this, but like maybe we should save this for. I mean, fuck those guys.
You know,
they hurt
ta-
Kobe. So
Take it in case of an emergency.
That's a good point.
I'm just letting you know right now that emergency might be revenge. Just
That's fine.
okay.
We'll
as long
figure
as
out
we're
how
on
to
the
get
same
ammo
page.
for it. We'll get ammo for it.
Actually,
It'll be fine.
Kobe's gonna
Yeah.
ask, could I take a look at it for a second? I know I looked at it earlier, but I did have a question.
Oh,
about
you
it.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you don't mind.
Absolutely, Kobe. Anything you want, man. Fucking hate having
He's got a decent amount in firearms because hunting background. So if we need extra ammo, he knows where the hunting stores and outfitters and all that fun shit is in town.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he's going to look at it. Is this a type of system? Some of these, not all of these, but some of these can actually be broken down, so they're not a full rifle.
Yes.
Can this one do that?
It cannot. It
Cannot,
comes
okay.
as is. It normally comes in a big carry case.
Got it. Okay.
This is not for hunting deer. This is
Right.
military grade hardware. There's a stand for it and everything.
Gotcha. So it's got bipod out.
If you need something closer range, I also stole Des left his shotgun and she'll hand Danny's shotgun. Here you go.
Are you
Hold
sure
on.
you
Lark's
don't
just like,
need-
I'm pulling these weapons
I
out
mean-
of somewhere.
She has them all.
So,
Are you feeling safe?
I mean, are you sure you don't like need any of these? You are infiltrating.
I got a badge.
game, and you can do. Oh, and
That
you
bat's
can also
fantastic.
do the
I
same
love
shit
it.
I can do. So like, wrap yourself
Yeah.
in shit. Okay, all right. As long as you're gonna be doing.
Yeah,
This
I
is
got
weird.
I got
This is-
I got my bat. I got my bat. We're good. I think the bat is a little bit better for
It's
close
close range.
range shit. So
That's for sure.
Close
And if you're
enough.
trying to send a message, you want to do it close range.
But yeah, you can take the shotgun, you can take the rifle, backups on backups. Can't hurt, right? I mean, not us. It can hurt them, which is the point.
And as this conversation goes on,
Yep.
this is where we will take our first break.
Yeah.
And we will be coming back soon with part 2. Because someone has to go to work.
Cool.
It's me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Got it.
we will see you guys
Okay.
later for part 2.
Please don't forget your mute
Have a good
options and catch you in
evening.
a little bit. Okay, we're back.
And we're back. Welcome back
Hello.
more to the continuation of what will soon, no doubt, turn into complete and utter insanity. If I know my pack members like I do. Where we left off, Kobe and Donnie were investigating Lark's gun.
We were, and it was a nice gun. It's very cool. And
Yeah.
This is my rifle. This is my gun. This is for fighting. This is for fun.
Danny was also then given the shotgun that Des had appropriately misplaced for Lark to work her kleptomania on, and gave it to Danny.
So, Danny, are you taking both or one or the other?
I mean, if you don't need them, Lark, I can take them both. I just want to let you know, like, there's only what six rounds in here, so if I remember right, there was 3, so that's 2 apiece, right to the 5th. Anyway, yeah.
I'd say take both, and if you don't need the rifle, leave it in the car. If you do, then bring it with you. Like, I'm just saying, backups on backups. Can't go wrong.
That's true.
Rather have something and not need it than need something and not have it. You're absolutely right. So,
Bingo.
It's a good motto to have, I have to say.
what's Danny's rating to Lark again?
Danny's writing to Lark.
It went up by a bit.
Please use my mess of a notebook.
Right? So many tabs.
It went up to 2. It was 1, 2.
All right, so it's a 2. So Danny's gonna just nod at you.
Lark to Danny is now 4 because it went up 1.
Oh.
We all fell in love with each other. It's fantastic.
Oh.
So,
I don't hate you.
each of you
We're
then make your way
packed.
out.
We all succeed. We all succeed. If we all fail, we all fail.
Exactly. All for one, one for all.
Okay. So,
Y'all make your way outside. Alice, your car is still where you left it. Hasn't changed at all.
Cool.
gives-
Just go and unlock the car, and climb inside.
claw.
This is it's the English way of saying claw. The claw. You get to the claw.
That sounds overly posh, but amazing.
No, my brain went to the Toy Story thing where they're getting the alien out of like the
Yes.
little claw machine. I have been chosen.
I've still never seen Toy Story.
Oh, okay.
It's
It's okay. Moving on.
moving on.
Culturally, Toy Story makes everything in my brain scream. It's fine.
We will deal with those individual traumas at a later date.
Oh boy.
You'll notice that the large van that you've been so accustomed to traveling in is gone. The Bank of America armored vehicle is nowhere to be seen. The Crimson One walks off for a little bit. And then you see headlights as a car comes around the corner. It is a small Ford. As Kobe so elegantly put. Cherry red. She waits in the driver's seat for the two of you.
Okay. Kobe will grab shotgun, if nobody else minds, and Danny, y'all good?
Yeah.
All right. Kobe will get in and
Okay.
look around. Okay, cool.
The car is very clean.
Very clean. Cool.
Anything else you want to do on the way, or you good to go?
I'm good to go. Let's get this rolling.
All right.
Where are we going exactly, Kobe?
We're gonna go shake down the detailing service first.
Okay.
This I know you're on point.
Mm-hmm.
This car is very clean, Kobe.
True. But we could get it messy on the way there.
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, stop at a convenience store, wrappers, candy bars.
Mm-hmm.
I like my clean
Cigarettes.
car.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? What was that?
I like my clean car.
Oh,
I know, but for I mean, they're gonna clean it. They're gonna clean it, like at the detailing service. They're gonna clean it again.
okay. Let's go to the oil change then. I don't want to disrupt the Crimson One's clean Ford.
Kobe, Danny, I don't really think it matters what happens to the car as long as the people we're looking for are there.
This looks a bit suspicious having someone detail a clean car.
Very well. Let us get my car messy.
Not too messy, just messy enough.
You can see actual, like...
No.
Harvest.
Actually, if you just pull over to there's a dumpster right over there. I can grab some stuff.
I know what is in those dumpsters, Kobe. No.
I mean, you're running point on this, Kobe, so.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Convenience store it is.
And she will start to drive off to the closest convenience store. Macy, Lark, Alice, you're all in Alice's lovely Land Rover. Her Clar.
Is that also clean?
I don't know. Alice is your
We're
car.
going to a poker game.
We're going to a house first to get stuff, and then we're going poker.
That's right.
And is there any conversation that anyone would like to have on this drive?
Macy's gonna bring up the thing that she did last night about the whole Blush of Life thing and how useful that might be when we go to the poker games.
Would you go into explanation or is just Bush alive?
She's like, okay, so there's a thing that you can do to make you look alive and you can actually breathe for a little bit. I think it's like, it doesn't last very long, but you know how we've been like using your blood and stuff to do like all the stuff that we can do. It's basically the blood goes rushing into the heart because you need blood to order to pump the heart. So it's a whole process. You might get a little bit hungrier. I'm not sure, but it lasts for a little bit. So I don't recall how long it's gonna last. However, it might be useful for tonight. Discovered that last night.
It'd be useful for when we get there, because
Mhm.
then it means that we won't flag up as kindred or Canaanites to anyone who's there.
Mhm. And we don't look dead.
There's a chime goes off in the car as Missy's phone dings.
She's gonna look at it.
It just says 2 words. No change.
She's just gonna stop for a second. Take a deep breath, even though she doesn't need to take a deep breath at this moment. Looks a little bit irritated and quickly texts back, is it your no change or actual no change?
Another chime. I'll just text comes back in. As in, she hasn't changed and she doesn't know anything.
Gives a little thumbs up, and it says stay with her tonight, don't go anywhere.
You get a thumbs up.
Yep. And she's gonna start calling the two lovely little poker places.
Okay. Alright. As you're calling, Alice's phone gets a chime. It goes ding-a-ling-a-ling.
She would glance down to it whilst driving, I guess.
You see Gabriella's number pop up.
Okay. She would take one hand off the wheel to look at the message.
Brothers at mine. What do I do with them?
Question, how close is Lark sitting to everybody? Because if we're in a car and it's not a big car,
It's a big Land Rover.
Okay.
Did Lark get into the passenger seat or the back seat?
Probably the back seat to be as far away from the electronics up front as possible.
Good call. Yeah, the text reads, yeah.
Alice is gonna just tap back a reply, basically saying, whatever you want, and then a kiss.
Another text back. You don't pay me enough.
Oh.
Kiss.
She would just respond. She's gonna very quickly open up the photos and send a photo back of the average wage of an executive assistant in New York.
Then you get another text back going, you're not the average boss.
She would reply saying, "Yes, I'm the best boss." Yes.
Not another quick reply. Not what I meant. I'm off to do something stupid. Danny. Your phone goes
Hello.
off as well. Thing 2's name pops up.
Fucking hell. It just says thing 2.
Says, Waxer has a meet tonight.
Danny's gonna text back. What time?
2 hours. Some poker place.
Details. And like he's going to put D-E, like D space, like he's being obnoxious.
Capitals.
Yeah, capitals.
The deets.
Fucking useless.
Get a text back.
Should've
Don't know much. Don't know much. Other than I know it's in 2 hours. Don't know who he's meeting with, but it's to do with territory.
So based on knowing where Wexler distributes to and the places that Kobe provided, is Danny able to make a pretty good guess of which one it could possibly be?
There are a few buildings in that area that are on Kobe's list.
Okay.
Actually, all of those buildings are in that area that are on Kobe's list because it's
All right, got it.
encompassing. Yeah. I can try and find out more.
Can you do it discreetly?
Maybe.
Then maybe you're still useful.
Thumbs up.
I'm gonna skin him alive. That's the next step.
Alright. So, Missy, you're phoning around. What's the first place?
I'm gonna call the lovely butcher shop first.
Okay. So you ring. And it's about the 5th, 6th ring that someone actually answers. Sandy's Wheat Lager.
Hey, can I talk to the person that runs in the back?
Huh?
Will she know the code of what to actually ask for?
She knew someone who does know the code, but she killed him a few nights ago.
What was the name of the guy that I killed?
I don't know, but you know when it was mentioned, he went, when this stuff was mentioned when he hired you for these, he was always called the Greek.
The Greek? I'm calling about a pickup for, the Greek.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Phone goes down. And you hear mumbles of voices in the background. You hear the sound of a saw. Nothing to do with yogurt here tonight.
Alright, thank you. She's gonna call mainstream.
Again, this one is actually pretty quick. It's a female voice on the end of the phone. It's within 2 rings. Mainstream, art gallery.
Hi, is anything going on tonight?
Do you mean something specific? We have a showing tonight.
What time is the showing tonight?
It's at 10. Are you one of the art establishments? Are you one of the newspapers?
Any VIPs tonight?
I think the mayor's coming.
All right.
Okay, who are
Anything
you?
after show? It's Rosie.
Rosie who?
That's all you need to know. That's the owner of the establishment knows me by.
The owner.
Mm-hmm.
1 second.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a hold.
Macy's getting more irritated as this phone call is going on.
Then you get the phone gets picked up again, and it's a male.
Mm-hmm.
Very suave.
Yeah. Perfect.
Hello.
Hey! It's Rosie.
Yes, Rosie who?
Rosary.
My dear, I don't know anyone by that name. Who are you?
After hours.
There are many things that happen here after hours. You'll be more specific,
High
Rosary.
stakes.
Stakes? Oh my.
Hmm.
My. Nothing like that happening here tonight. At least not that I'm aware of.
And I have a high-paying client that wants money to throw around.
Perhaps if your high-paying client is inclined to buy some art, they should drop by.
Perfect. Minimum?
Is this a number I can contact you on?
You know, I don't work like that.
My dear, I don't know how you work at all. We've established I do not know you. So, if I can contact you on this, perhaps you can put me through to your client, and if they want to buy some art, well, swing on by.
Mm-hmm. I'll swing by this evening.
Fabulous. I look forward to it, Rosary.
Mm-hmm. Macy's just fucking hell. Ellis, are you up for buying some art tonight?
If I have to.
Alright. There's nothing going on at the meat locker tonight, but I think we might have a possible in at mainstream.
Okay.
She is just so annoyed.
So, Alice, Clark, and Missy, you drive through the town, and you finally get to Alice's house. It's a very nice house, but let's be honest, what else did you expect from someone like Alice?
Alice is just going to get inside, open the door, head inside, just head straight upstairs to go and get herself ready.
Macy's gonna look for a moth.
Wits awareness, please.
I need my moth.
I want my Mothman. He got that bootylicious stuff.
Oh my god! Give me a second to collect my composure. 2 successes.
You see just a wee bit further down from Alice's front window, you see like a little thing batting against it. Its wings. As they're trying to get inside.
We're gonna grab it.
Ooh. Dex Brawl.
Okay, I have to roll Dex Brawl to catch a moth. We love this. It's gonna be a fun time.
You ever try catching a moth? Ain't that easy.
Touche.
You ever see Nobile try and catch a moth? Never happens.
Just make sure Dex and my bro. Okay, cool. 2 successes.
Yeah. You just cup it in both hands. And you can feel it flutter in the palms of your hands, and little
She's gonna wait.
fur back of it. Then you feel it resting on the palm of your bottom hand.
Yeah, I think it has. If I remember correctly, it has to be dead. So she's just gonna kill it.
And you
Yep.
look under your palms.
We're gonna go inside, get ready, and then I'm gonna try that ritual before we leave.
Okay. We'll get to that soon. So, Danny and Kobe and the Crimson One have driven to a 7-Eleven.
Before we pop out of the Crimson One's ride.
The 826, obviously.
Yes.
True enough. Or the 826, yes. Kobe's gonna look back where Danny's sitting and be like,
Yep.
Hey,
You doing
Just-
all right? You just.
no, I'm doing fine. I just wanted to mention, I'm pretty sure this is something we can all do. So it helps us pass a little bit better for, not so much scrutiny from the people who are still living. You know about how to, because Kobe will reach out and just kind of like on your
Yeah.
arm to like,
Yeah.
he's warm, all that looks.
Yeah, we
got a little
talked about that.
less pallor.
Okay, yeah. Because Danny dropped humanity pretty fast. So Danny looks dead.
Yeah.
You do look a bit on the cold side.
Yeah, we just.
All right. Yeah. No, I remember.
now-
Like you think about the blood and the heart. Like, okay. Yeah. Sure. Once again, your play. Fuck. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, so just want to just draw less suspicion to us as possible, and that whole thing. Gonna send a quick text to the other vehicle's worth of individuals, just saying making a quick stop en route to target. So,
And who you text them?
I'm gonna text Lark and Mason.
Yeah. Both your phones go ping.
Yep, and then I'm going to head on into the 826.
Yep.
Grab some stuff.
Lark, your phone rocks up and you just a luminous green screen.
Yeah. And the reply will just be, because God, texting with this is going to be like, stopped with the number 2. Yep. Just stopped with the number 2. And this gonna take forever to send it too, because stupid fucking old ass phones.
I forgot. Lark doesn't know how to use the buttons.
Oh, the T9 style. Yeah.
Yeah.
T9 style. You,
man, do you want me
dear.
to-
if you
I
only
can
knew.
make it
Fucking Gen Z.
Yeah.
If you only.
Roll me a which technology, please.
If you only knew a little someone.
I know.
Up in Seattle.
We should get Alienopia.
Oh,
Be much.
For
I know.
success.
For
Hell
certain.
yeah.
Yeah. You're typing. It's taking all the way. It's taking you a lot longer to send this text than it normally would. But
Yeah.
in the 5 minutes that you've done it, it makes a sentence. It certainly
It
makes a
says-
sentence.
Also made a pit stop before poker game. It's something along that effect. So it might not be that exactly, but I'm
Okay.
trying.
Basically, make some more clarification text of like, hey, stopped here, made a pit stop. probably have an in at mainstream, not confirmed. We'll see in a little bit.
Okay. Cool. And sounds good. And actually, you know what? Kobe on his end will pull together just like a group text for the three of them to ping at the same time, and just send back a thumbs up.
No, Kias can't do group text.
Oh,
Oh, never mind
Just
then.
black bars. Just get black bar. I'm like, I can't see it.
All right.
Yeah.
So okay, that's fine. Well, it'll get to Macy. It'll get to Macy and Macy and Ellis then.
Okay.
Yeah, Missy Allison. So you're making a group chat for the four of you,
Okay.
except Lark.
Sorry.
Okay. Better than nothing, isn't it? So do Danny and Kobe both walk into the shop?
If Danny wants to come in, sure. I'm not stopping him if he wants to. And we're gonna go in there and I'm gonna
Danny
grab some
is
stuff.
stuff to
Gonna make
actually
it.
like do the thing. He looks super uncomfortable with the fact his this is what he has to do to get his heart to beat. He's never done this before. It's weird.
You see the Crimson One looking at you.
Mhm.
It's a very strange sensation, isn't it? Once your
I-
heart's
I-
been not beat for a few days.
Yeah, no, it's I didn't realize how noticeable it was until I didn't have it, and now I.
You will get used to it not beating, I promise. Some people complain of pins and needles when they attempt this blush of life nonsense.
I mean, it's Kobe's play. Kobe's in charge, so.
It is.
Okay, he's gonna go in, just grab a few things.
Yo. Yeah, you want me to go with you, or want me to
If you
wait in
want.
the car?
Yeah, either yours. If you wanna wait, that's fine. I'm just gonna be a couple minutes. I'm not making this a long stop. So you can hang out if
I
you
can
like.
wait. Keep an eye out.
Okay. So he's gonna go in, just grab a couple armloads of different sorts of things to make some trash, and then check out, and come on out.
Does Kobe have any money on him?
Actually, yes, he took some cash from the first person, or did they only have cards?
They only had cards.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I thought I grabbed some cash.
Danny
That
got
was
cash.
my mistake.
And a watch.
Okay, I thought I had some cash from the first hunt that I did on from the dude in the alley. So
Can I see through the windows as you can at all?
no. I pull a wallet out, and then I go, just a second. I'll call for Danny to come in real quick and.
Yeah. I'll be right
Shit.
back. Oh my god, I hate everything about this. Danny's gonna grab all the money out of his wallet, head inside,
Mm-hmm.
put the money down, get his change back,
As the hot dogs are rolling on the
grab
side.
the bag. Yeah, grab the bag, and then just hand the rest of his money to Kobe. You're like, here, just in case you need it. Like, don't want you to have any issues with, this whole situation happening again.
Yeah, sorry. I thought I had some from before and
Yeah.
slip of the mind. So, but yeah, thanks. Anytime you need something, let me know. So he's gonna
Nope. You just, same man. Anything you need, anytime. Just let me know, and I will make it happen.
All right.
As Danny starts to rip apart candy bars and
Yep.
wrappers
We're gonna go
and
take care.
chips and crunch them up, I take great pleasure in what I'm about to do to the Crimson One's car.
She looks visibly upset. He's like, she gets out of the car and just stares off into the street like that.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I will make sure that the back, if you want to sit all the way in the back, like that nothing crumb-wise will touch you, as he's just rubbing in
Yeah.
Funyuns, getting the dust all over the back of the seat.
Yeah. Taking some pixie sticks, tearing them open, putting them all over the carpet and the upholstery, And then rubbing it in.
Like getting the candy sticky and then putting fingerprints on the windows, realizing we don't have fingerprints.
So it just looks like handprints.
It's just smudge and just.
Yep.
Yep. So, yeah, we spend a few minutes doing that. Nothing too crazy, and then tell the Crimson One we're good to go. And when we're done with that, I'll group chat the other team.
I mean,
saying
just so you know,
we're en
Kobe
route.
did an excellent job. Excellent job detailing the car, so I'm pretty sure they hired competent people. on the
I
other
can
places.
only hope, otherwise you two will be cleaning this car.
Like I said, Kobe always did an excellent job. I will do it for you, though, Kobe.
No, you were awfully nice to him.
I don't know why we talked about this, though, and I think I've got a pretty good understanding why.
I mean, you are still your own independent person.
I know.
That's
For some reason, a bunch of inside thoughts are now on the outside, and I don't. Yeah.
Perhaps you always liked Kobe this much as to not tell him.
Yep, I'm still my own person. That's a good, I like that thought. That was a good
Yes.
thought. That one definitely was mine. So, ready?
Yep.
Yes,
Let's roll.
let us go. She gets in the driver's.
Group chat. Ping to the other.
Oh,
group
it's
that
fucking
we're ready to go.
sticky. Mm.
You get the impression that if she could make a fireball right now, she would just burn this car. Like she would just
Yes.
destroy all evidence.
Channel Elizabeth.
Exactly.
It's not even her thing. She just doesn't like dirty things. She doesn't like her things being dirty. That's the correction.
There you go.
So,
All right.
Alice, Danny, Kobe, and the Crimson One begin to drive off to the cleaning place.
Mm-hmm.
Alice, Lark, and Missy, what have you lovely folks been doing?
Dolling the fuck up.
Yeah, Alice went upstairs and got fancy.
Oh, how fancy did she get? Did she change herself at all?
It's art gallery fancy. She, hairs in like a little nice updo, makeup's done, little black slinky cocktail dress, heels, got a little clutch bag. Snickers is in the clutch bag with her card
Ellis?
and her phone.
Ellis,
Yes.
do you have a wig or something?
No, but I can change the color of your hair.
Is it gonna hurt?
Hair is dead, so I'm gonna guess no.
So are we, but that apparently doesn't make a difference. So
I'm guessing. I'm guessing. But as long as I don't fuck it up, I think it'll be okay.
if we could just maybe change the. See, I'm really noticeable. Do you have like a nice fancy hat?
Hold on, no, it's okay. I'll change your hair. Trust me, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be absolutely fine.
I
You see how good a job
do
I
trust
did a
you.
good
I
job.
do. I got a 9 to Ellis now, so it's like, no, yeah, I believe you. I do believe you. I mean, I saw what you did to Kobe. I just don't want, he looked like he was about ready to break the world in half, so I just, don't want to. I don't like pain.
While she's talking, she's just gonna go ahead and put her hand on. She's just gonna grab onto Lark's hair while she's talking and start to change it into. We're going black, and we're going for a nice little lob, like a nice little wavy lob.
My face is my bread and butter. Just don't.
She does not touch the face, and she gets 4 successes.
Very nice.
And I'm guessing because it's hair, it shouldn't hurt to change somebody's hair.
No, it's regrowing out of my scalp.
Yeah,
It's
it
getting
hurts. It hurts, but not as much as what happened with Kobe.
Okay.
So you don't really need a composure resolve. It's like cutting. It's like cutting yourself when you shave.
Oh, okay.
You know, you don't notice it until you see it. Then the pain.
And then
it's
once she's done that, she is going to go to the mirror and she's going to slightly adjust her face. She basically wants to make herself more attractive. is where she's going with this. And
Okay.
I get 3 successes on that.
And you're also at
2.
2 hunger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You change some features
So-
about yourself.
Yeah, so I want to add 2 dots into. Oh, it's not fucking Never mind.
No,
Oh,
it's not. You change
I'm
some of your
sat here-
features.
Yeah, I'm sat here thinking V20. I could have fucking buffed up my appearance stat, but never
No.
mind.
No, you can't do that there. Unless you get a critical like you did with Kobe.
Fine. But yeah,
But
No,
unfortunately, no.
she wants to make herself very attractive. That's what she's going for.
You do. You make yourself your version of attractive. It takes a little bit because, I'm Alice. I'm Alice Carter. I'm gorgeous. But you try and change some bone structure, your lips a little fuller, your eyes less dead. And you do. You don't look like how you would normally look. Macy.
Macy's going old school with the face shape. It's called contour.
Does she say that to the two of them?
She's like, there was an easier option. Contouring does wonders to the. You know what, y'all? Yep. Okay.
I'm also
Contour
a person of,
your hair, Macy. Contour your hair.
I'm also a person of interest, and they've already been calling around at my workplace. So it's much better if I don't turn up looking like myself, because then the police are going to know exactly where to find me.
A lot of people have bright red hair. It's fine.
I would have settled for a wig, but
I don't have any wigs.
I know.
I'm
We
not
can just change it back later when we're done. It's a noticeable trait of mine, so.
Yeah.
I can't look in the mirrors anymore. Have I noticed that walking through Ellis's house? Because I can't look at myself in the mirror. What does it look like? What does my hair look like?
You would have noticed that in the reflection of the car. You would have noticed that in the reflection of any glass surfaces that you've seen. You just can't see yourself. There is no reflection at all of Lark. Any surface.
Well, this sucks.
Glass.
So, Lark, how do you want your makeup done?
Contour.
Okay, contour heavy or light?
Slightly round my face out. I got a good jaw.
So soften up the features is what I'm hearing.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Macy's gonna go to work.
What is your total dex crafts? What's your total dex crafts?
3.
Right? Yeah. Easy enough. You're not going for a full blown. Enough to smooth the lines down. Clean
I
up a
like to
little bit.
soften up. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's no wingtip. I don't know makeup terms.
Smoky eye, make it a little sultry, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Make a fancy.
Yeah. And
Yeah, it's just a thing, exactly.
Macy is sharpening up some of her features and overlining the lips to make the lips a little bit bigger, that kind of shit.
And so Alice is wearing a nice little low-cut black gown. Macy is probably wearing the same dress many of you have seen.
Yes, and has a rosary hanging down there.
Has it down
The rosary hanging right in between her breasts. Good old
there.
times.
And Lark, how is Lark dressed this evening? You took some of Macy's clothes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need some kind of I'm gonna need Macy to tell me what kind of clothes she had available so that I can say what Lark would have picked.
It is anything from 50s vintage to very, very sultry, low cut, slits up the thighs. Some of them have ties going down the sides, regular jeans and a t-shirt, normal like little sundress. It's a multitude of different things.
Okay.
And then some of it is sheer or latex.
We're not doing the sheer. We're not doing the shear. Could do the shear, not gonna do the shear. Let's go with just a really real jeans. God, so trashy. Jeans and a t-shirt, just nice looking, but low cut. Show off the boobage. People
Alice
like
is
boobs,
gonna
right?
Alice is gonna
Like
shake her head if she
we
puts on
people
jeans.
now.
Alice is,
Lark is grunge. She wears a lot of grunge. And nice jeans and a t-shirt is like fancy for her.
yeah, Alice is gonna shake her head and be like, "You're not going to an art gallery in jeans."
Okay, but I need pants. And I don't mean those
I have
pants that
pants. I have pants. Wait here. She's gonna go upstairs and she's gonna come down with a nice pair of like black peg legs. Very smart, very tidy, and she's gonna hand them over.
all right. Lark will put them on. Basically, she's gonna look business casual, I guess.
But with a little bit of cleavage.
With some boobs. And a nice necklace. A choker that Macy gave, just a little something.
By choker, it's a set of it's pearls.
Oh, very nice. Okay, yeah, little.
And that's just gone simple with the jewelry, just diamond earrings, little diamond teardrop necklace, and then she's got a Cartier bracelet on. Because if we're gonna go for the full bougie look, we're gonna go for it.
Okay. While you guys have been getting dressed and changed, Donnie, Kobe, and the Crimson One have been able to get into the shop, do the dirty deed in the car, and they're on their way. It doesn't take them long to get to where they need to go. And you can see it's open. There are a few cars lined up, ready to be cleaned and serviced.
Okay. So doing a quick scope of the. So walking up, I'm assuming this is like most detailing stations. So they have an area where a wash can occur, but then they also have stalls for the vacuums and the other detailing equipment that they have. So Kobe's gonna scope those areas out and see if any of the employees that he knows, at least, are currently working.
Now, are you doing that from the car, or are you getting out of the car and walking?
I'm going to get out of the vehicle, but be by the vehicle for just a second while I look.
Okay. As you do, you see a multitude of people. You see people waiting by their cars as they're getting cleaned. You see a lot of employees. You do see employees that you've never met at the shop, but obviously there was more people working in these places than you've ever met. And you do see inside the actual shop by the till.
Mm-hmm.
You see Denny's working at the till.
Denny, okay. All right.
No,
All right.
not Donnie. Denny's.
Denny. Her
before-
nickname is
yeah.
Denny. Yeah, Denny's.
Denny's.
Before Kobe gets out of the car, it'd be like, all right, how do you want to fucking run this?
Okay. So this. So we see one of them already. So this is a situation where I know that that's the one that made the call, and because if I'm remembering back correctly from the shop, was it Denise that made the call? Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Well, after surveying the scene, I'm going to get back into the vehicle for just a minute with the Crimson One and Danny to discuss what we want to do from here and do it in a discreet manner. So,
Have you seen somebody you know?
I do. I see and he gestures towards the woman that's standing by the till.
Ah,
She was the one who made the call the night at the auto shop, so she, at the very least, knows who to contact. Got a question.
Yeah.
hmm
Thinking back to what happened with Macy and Lark back at the asylum, Kobe or sorry, Danny or Crimson One.
Mhm.
Do either of you have the ability to just compel them to just walk up and compel them to give us the information that we need, and then just bye? See you later.
I
I
do.
don't do that.
What's that?
I do.
I mean,
I don't.
You don't. Okay, I wasn't sure who else.
Yet.
Okay, I wasn't sure who else in our pack, because I know I can't. I mean, at least not that way. Here's what I'm gonna pitch. My thought, since we know for sure, she knows the info. I would say just go up and get it out of her, and then make it so like we weren't even here. Thoughts? I mean, it's low key. We don't draw ourselves a whole bunch of attention. We don't make a scene. I mean, that's what we're all about, right?
Very well. I'll be back in a couple of seconds. Then she gets out of the car. And you see her
Okay.
with her jeans, boots, blue denim track, her tied up in a messy ponytail,
Right.
walking in, and she begins to talk to Denise.
So, Kobe,
Yeah.
we're probably gonna have to clean the car.
It's okay.
Cause also I forgot there's like 2 huge guns in the back right now.
Oh fuck yeah, you're right. The ones from Lark. Wait, did you put him inside a case? Well, no, we don't have a case yet for him. We need
We
to
don't
pick
have
up
a
a
case.
case. Yeah, and
I was gonna have to have Danny dropped off on the sidewalk with his guns so he can hide in the alley and set up a vantage point before we have the car cleaned. Because that was we're gonna make a scene here. And just so you know, there's a game at one of the rooms in like 2 hours. Somewhere in the area.
Oh, okay. Which do we have a line on which one, or not yet?
I'm trying to get more information, but
Okay.
Ding!
Thing 2's kind of useless. Thing
That is so slow.
maybe not so useless.
Okay. Let's see what we
Hold
can
up.
do.
You get a text back. Fucker started shooting at me. Had to run.
Useless.
You failed.
Yep. Well, it was good while it lasted.
Well, shit. All right, that's okay. I'm sure the other team is.
You need a new test subject?
Ooh. You know? Yeah.
Perfect. So,
Wonder if I can make the ghost. Okay.
that's
Sure
just
thing.
killing someone. That
Perfect.
you don't have to
No.
do
what
a
I
whole
mean-
bunch to make someone dead.
No.
Okay.
No. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I wonder if I can. Now I'll get back to that. I got to talk to Sebastian about that.
Okay. All right.
No, I'm just
I'll
thinking
take your
like
word
I'm wondering
for
if,
it, but, like-
I'm wondering if there's a way. No, I'm wondering if there's a way that. I'm wondering if there's a way that I can. Okay, so roll with me here for a second. You know, if a ghost
All
is
right.
what comes out of a dead person, it's got to be in there, right?
I think they call that a soul,
Yeah.
but you know. eh.
So I'm wondering if I could do something with that while they're still alive.
You're more than welcome to try.
It's just a thought.
Mhm.
Okay, if they end up dead, that's
See how
fine.
that goes.
But that's where my thought process was going with that. But I don't know.
All right.
I got a lot to find out. Anyway, so how's the Crimson One doing?
As you guys turn around and look, she is walking out of the shop. Denise is following behind her. And then veers off.
Okay.
She gets into the car. And she hands Kobe Denise's phone. And begins to drive off. Hear a loud crash. And a bunch of screaming. As you drive away. Perhaps you should find the number. The phone is unlocked.
Yep. For it, I can take a look, see who I can call.
Yeah.
I mean, we have those people that gave us our fucking phones that we could get a hold of to fucking trace the numbers, maybe. I don't know how any of that shit works, really, but...
Kobe's gonna glance back. Did he catch what happened at the detail shop, or...?
No, but you do see a lot of people running in a certain direction. They're running towards where Denise walked off to.
Okay.
Just a human.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, nothing. Talking to myself.
Kobe's gonna keep mum for the moment.
But yet, Kobe,
about it later.
if you got the numbers, like we have the people that gave us the fucking phones, they might be able to trace the numbers, get a location. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how any of that shit works.
The digital dogmas are, yes, they're a very useful pack, especially in these modern nights.
Kobe's gonna open
They
up
could.
since it's... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Not these criminals. They could indeed track a phone call if needed.
Since it's unlocked, Kobe's gonna go through, adjust the settings to never lock the phone, so it doesn't relock itself, and then he's gonna swipe through the call history and go back to the time frame at the auto shop.
You do see a number called, but there's no name attached to it.
Got it. All right. Gonna ping the other group that we have a contact number from for who was... We have a contact number for associated with our target. So, but we need to get some more info. I'm just going to text that to them.
Get a little thumbs up from Macy.
Okay.
And he's just gonna swipe the message away. He's sitting right next to Kobe.
Understood.
Macy, Lark, Ellis, you're all changed. You're all looking very dapper. Do you drive straight to the mainstream or
I gotta do
the
my
ritual? You do. So if you want to roll me,
It didn't say it has any rolls for that one. It's just basically dipping the moth in my vitae.
all rituals have rolls.
Okay. And then put it in my mouth. That's just...
Something she's used to. Yep. Roll me your occult and your ritual reading.
Okay, cool. Oh, this is gonna go awful. Alright. That's fine. That is fine. It's gonna go awful.
Are you doing this by yourself, or are Lark and Alice still in the same room?
He's gonna do it in a separate room.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. Oh, 2 successes.
Two? Yeah. How long does this ritual normally take? Does it say?
It did
I
not
can't
say
think
for
of
this
that.
one. It basically says, dip the moth in part of your vitae and then place it under your tongue. The ritual ends early if the moth is removed from your mouth. This lasts me for 5 nights.
Okay, and what ritual is it again?
Veil of Life.
Let's see it. Human.
So basically, for 5 nights, I can eat, drink, and breathe just as a mortal. The ritual also causes their heart to beat, their temperature to rise, and for the direct use of mortal technology such as touch screens. Since this magic is partly illusionary in nature, cursory medical examination or engaging in lovely acts likely reveals the deception. Unlike Blush of Life, food consumed while under the effects of this ritual does not need to be regurgitated unless the power is ended prematurely. Lastly, the ritual cannot mitigate Lasombra or Nosferatu clan veins.
Okay, thank you very much for explaining that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you complete this ritual. It takes a little bit, because the first time trying to really do this. So it takes a little bit, like 10, 20 minutes before Macy finally walks out, looking healthy, alive, and down to party.
Mm-hmm.
Lark, Alice, how we doing?
What do you mean?
Did you have a conversation while Macy was in the bathroom doing her little ritual?
Ellis is going to try and do the thing that Macy described, where it makes you look more human.
That'll
Lark
just be
was going to
one
do that
blush.
closer to the. Lark was going to do that closer to the fucking gallery because Macy said she didn't know how long it lasted.
I'll just do a browse check. That is a fail.
You know, Alice, you're making me really regret all of this. Making me regret every moment of being stuck in this head with you. Just let me take over. Let me be the better version of you.
Alice is going to light up a cigarette and start smoking, but she is going to walk outside to do that.
Run from your problem. Okay. And the voice starts fading away as the cigarette smoke goes up. And Macy comes out, all fresh and dandy.
Ready to go? Where'd Alice go?
Outside.
Smoke?
Yep.
I swear she goes through like a pack a day. I don't know. Well, I'm ready to go if you are.
I'm ready to go.
As she's walking, Macy's gonna explain, like, you might get hit on. If somebody gets handsy with you, it is okay to smack them.
I have a bat.
Not sure you could bring the bat into the art gallery, but we'll see.
They're going to let me bring the bat into the art gallery. I guarantee they're going to let me bring the bat into the art gallery.
Are you gonna do the weird little mind thing that you did on me yesterday?
Absolutely.
I would
Okay.
potentially recommend that we don't do that because that only works on one person, and you're not going to be able to do that to every single security guard in the entire gallery.
I just need to look them all in the eyes.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. If we're supposed to
Then
be
I'll
in there
wait
gathering
in the
gathering
car.
information.
I'm not going anywhere without my bat.
I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. And she's gonna climb into the driver's side of the car and start up the engine.
Now that Thing 2 did get back, Danny will send a message to everyone, and Danny was standing next to Lark. No, he wasn't. We got our phones earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. You're gonna get a huge block text, Lark, group message, that says, I'm sorry. That says, found out about a game. It's been like half an hour.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in an hour and a half at one of the rooms.
Macy's just gonna text on the way to art gallery.
Yeah.
So,
So, Alice, Lark, and Missy all drive off. Doesn't take long to get to the art gallery. Takes about 20 to 30 minutes. When you arrive, there is a red carpet. There's a lot of fancy looking cars outside. It's a very nice looking building. There are spotlights doing circles on the entrance. You see a bunch of people in very nice clothes, suits, ties.
Don't miss this, but I miss it, but I don't miss this.
On the other hand, this is exactly where I feel most comfortable. Alice is like a fish in water. She gets out of the car, she hands the keys to the valet at the front, and just barely gives it a look, just takes the ticket and tucks it inside a clutch bag and just starts walking towards the entrance.
You see a line at the entrance, and you see two doormen with a list.
We gonna wait.
Yep.
Lark will put the bat in the back of the car and try to do it stealthily.
Lark. Right. So you're all waiting in line. Everyone around you is dressed very nicely. You hear the flash of bulbs as people take pictures. Soft jazz music is playing over the speakers on the outside. And finally you get to the front. Names?
Rosary.
Not on the list. You hear with anybody?
I'll use compel on him.
Okay.
Let us in.
Looks at you for a second. This is a contested roll.
Fuck! God damn it. Okay.
Do this.
Compel does not require a rouse check.
No,
So I'm
does
gonna
not.
roll to rouse the blood. Yes. Okay.
And it will be your charisma and
Mm-hmm.
dominate.
And yep.
You roused the blood as well, didn't you? Yeah,
I roused the blood, yeah. It's not terrible.
So,
Oh dear. Macy, prepare to choke him out with your rosary. No, I'm just kidding. Look at
assassino!
I do have something up my sleeve. If this doesn't work.
Pray, lambs of God, pray.
So how did it go?
Praying is always better on your knees.
What did you get?
Oh, what did I get? Okay, let me go back to mine was 6 successes.
You got 4.
Yeah! Go dark!
So, look at the paper again. Look at here. Yeah, sure. He clicks, opens the level fire. The other security guards are looking at him like, the fuck did. What?
Thanks, sweetheart.
Thank you. Walk on by.
Ellis is just like, about fucking time.
Yeah, she's got a very laissez-faire attitude about the whole thing.
As he closes the door, you can sort of hear the two of them have a conversation, and the guy goes, I don't fucking know. They run the. Huh? And you get in,
Yay!
and it is an extremely nice place. It is very modern. There are wall to wall of really, what an art person would say is really expensive paintings. Our toreadors in the chat would love this place. There are statues. Ileana Rowanworth, there's a picture of her singing. There's one of a trash man in a trash bag, painted by E.
Makes a statement about
Does.
the condition of the world.
Ellis is gonna turn to Macy, kind of whisper, "Where's the guy that you spoke to on the phone?"
I'm gonna see if I spot him.
Right.
You don't know what this guy looks like.
No, but she's gonna look at somebody who looks like they own the goddamn place.
With
Okay.
a stupid voice.
They are pompous as shit.
Give me a wits and awareness.
We love that.
Yep.
This place is wall to wall with beautiful vases, sculptures, paintings, where you see men walking around and women walking around with trays of food and wine and champagne and whatnot.
I'm gonna take some champagne and 1 success.
You see a lot of people who are really nicely dressed. You see women in cocktail dresses, much like yours. You see men in tuxedos. You see the mayor far off in the corner talking to a gentleman.
Yep.
You wouldn't recognize this guy, Missy.
I wouldn't.
You would. But
Okay.
the guy talking to the mayor looks extremely fancy. He's got dark skin.
Mm-hmm.
He's not dressed in a typical tuxedo. He's dressed in a red tuxedo.
Mm-hmm.
And he's talking away to the mayor as if he owns the place.
Yeah. Macy is gonna nudge Ellis and nod her head towards where the two are. She's like, the one in the red suit might be the one that owns the place. The guy next to him is the mayor.
Ellis nods her head, and what she's going to do is she's going to find a piece of art that is in the view of the man with the red tuxedo, and she's going to go stand in front of it with a very thoughtful expression.
Are you going to do anything to draw attention to yourself?
With the way that she looks right now, that should be enough. Bear in mind, she's dressed to the nines. She did she did fleshcraft herself to make herself look even more attractive. She's wearing real diamonds. She looks everything as the kind of person you would try and sell to.
And
Macy's
Missy, are you
gonna
still
go
watching?
arm candy. Macy's gonna
Yeah.
go as arm
Yes.
candy.
That also works.
And is anybody watching this, man?
Lark is. Lark is,
you're able to see him look around for a second.
Mhm.
He spots. He does. He sees Alice and Missy. He stops for a second. You see him do some finger movements, and a woman walks up to Missy and Alice. Beautiful, isn't it?
What is it? Before we continue, can you tell me what it is?
It's a painting of a man in a trash bin with E. signed on the bottom. It really shows the differences of worlds.
Yes, it must be hard for people at the bottom.
It must be. Hello, my name is Christine. Puts her hand.
Christine, charmed. She's gonna daintily shake her hand. My name's Gabriella.
So lovely to meet you, Gabriella. Are you interested in this piece?
I was looking for something with more. How do I best describe it? I like my art to be more visceral. I like to really see the inner workings of the human minds and the games that they play in the art that I purchase.
Perhaps you'd like to see the Rowanworth section.
Sure, take me over.
She will guide Alice and Lark to a section of art on the wall. You see various different types of
Alice and
splatter.
Lark?
Sorry, Alice and Missy.
Yeah, Lark kind of blended into the crowd. Lark basically, after they went in, kind of went whoop and like inserted herself someplace else to watch while they.
You see a collection of art prints of splattered, what looks like crimson blood. One is called the Duality of Man. You see the side of a face that is scarred and marred, pointed teeth, and you see what looks like a normal side of a face. You see a pen name, Benji. You see flecks of red paint all over the place.
Slightly more interesting. What did the curator have in mind when he put together this particular collection?
I don't know. It was a
So can you bring him
specialized.
over?
The
I'd much like
curator?
to hear from him before I purchase something. I like to deal with the source directly.
Well, of course. And she walks off.
Ellis kind of looks at Macy with that face of.
Yeah, Macy's just giving a nod of approval, like she's playing it up real good.
A few moments later, a smarter man walks over. A little bit of a meek man. How can I help you? You sent Christine to grab me.
Ah, you must be the curator.
I am, yes.
Excellent. I was just wanting to know what was your inspiration behind this particular collection here, the Rowanworth collection?
Oh, this? Well, you see, we collected these over in the East Coast. They were anonymous sales. Apparently, someone was buying too many properties, so they had to, get rid of some assets. So we bought them up.
I've not heard of the artist before, Rowanworth. Is that stage
Oh,
or?
I'm not too sure. Although the art itself is estimated to be in the thousands.
Interesting.
Yes, this particular one will be going for about 60,000.
I'll take both.
Both. Will that be cash or credit?
Credit, and she's gonna pull her black Amex card out of her clutch and just flash it for a moment.
Excellent. She has eyes lit up. Excellent.
Yeah, that was the intended effect. That's why she bought the car.
And he will walk you over to part of the sales thing.
Wonderful. As she's walking
Please
over,
remember that all sales are final.
as she's walking over, she'd turn to Macy and she'd kind of bend down like she's almost giving her a bit of a kiss, like on the cheek, but she's also whispering to her and saying, find who you think is running the poker while I take care of this. And it's gonna kind of little kiss on the cheek and then head off to do the adult purchasing thing. Which you don't take the eye candy with you to see how much you're spending.
So, while Alice walks off with the curator, Macy walks off to try and find somebody who's running a poker game, and Lark is people watching. Return once more back to Danny, Kobe, and the Crimson War. I'm sure Alice has very nice things to say to me right now.
Later. Person. Yeah. Anyway. So, what's the plan from here, Kobe? Like I said, this is your gig. You're in charge.
Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking.
All right.
We want to try and see about making an anonymous call to this number.
Mm-hmm.
So thinking about plausible reasons why this number could have landed with anybody. So if it's a call out to people that are known to give protection, then maybe they might be amenable to being like, hey, we were given this number. We heard we could make an arrangement for you, for something. We got a business, blah, blah, blah. Let's meet.
I mean, if you're trying to set something up in someone else's territory, like people want to sell, not that I let them, but like people wanted to sell in my I guess what do we call him now? And he's gonna look at the Crimson One. It's not a territory. It's a
Domain?
domain. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
saying we want
Either
to set
or.
something up in so and so's domain and
Need to work
If
something
you're
one of the
trying to
people.
play as innocent humans, perhaps using canine terminology is not the best idea.
Yeah. No. I just for clarification.
Right. In other
For
words,
us.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're thinking
Be
that,
like,
but
hey.
that's not what we're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, hey. I was thinking about opening up a place, and got told that well,
Mm-hmm.
if I was gonna do that, that you guys
Can help out.
run the neighborhood, so that we might need to deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want any trouble, so. Which is a total fucking lie. I'm looking forward to the trouble.
True enough.
I admire the thirst for your blood.
So here's the thing.
Brings you back.
I'm not sure.
So we want to make this as, like we mentioned, from an anonymous source. So we have some options. We either grab a phone that we burn right away. We just take some rando's phone, which we can totally do, or we find a payphone if they still happen to be around.
I mean, we did find at least one.
And that's a question for
It's
the
fucking
ST.
Maine. It's there's some weird shit going on in this whole state. Like,
Oh, you have no idea, Danny.
yeah, but I don't know how much. Like I was saying before, just Danny's like, I don't want to know. Like I was saying before, I don't know how much information we're gonna give them. So like, start with basics and then
Mm-hmm.
meet in person.
Yep. Just lay out that we need to talk because we need to set something up. We're interested in throwing up a business in this area, and we were informed so that we're not stepping on anybody's toes that we need to talk
We
to
probably
you.
should talk to you.
Mm-hmm. And we'll see where they go from
So
there.
you can play absolutely dumb, but usually if you play absolutely dumb,
That can be its own red flag, depending.
it happens. Yeah.
So either way, it's a risk. So
Like I said, it's your play. I'm gonna back you 110% no matter what.
yeah, Crimson One.
These plans all sound excellent.
Okay. Let's see if we can actually find a payphone.
Let's see. And then she begins to drive.
Okay.
As she's driving, the phone starts to ring.
That one.
That one.
Which number?
Is it the number?
The no contact
It is
number?
the number. And we will move to Macy, Lark, and Alice. Like you're watching, as the man is finished talking with the mayor, he walks off and does some more meet and greets, shakes people's hands. You see the guard that came over and talked to Alice and Missy run up to him, whisper something in his ear. You see him. Then you also see the security guard from bedside walk in, whisper something in his ear. He looks at the guard. Then he scans the room and looks directly at Lark. And begins
Now,
to
if
make
she
his way
noticed this happening, could she have ducked and tried to stealth into the crowd?
She could give me a dex stealth.
All right, give me just.
Oh, hey Mike, real quick. I just wanted to let you know I'll be coming up on my cutoff time soonish.
Yep, we are coming up on time anyway.
Okay.
That's why I'm leaving the cliffhangers.
Not to worry.
3 successes.
4 successes for him.
So close.
So close. As you try to duck behind a person, he just clocks your movement,
Mm-hmm.
and he begins to walk up towards you.
All right, you can play it cool. Play it cool. Act like you are allowed to be here. It's fine.
So, you're with the rosary girl.
My
Tell me everything. And he is using mesmerize on you.
Oh no!
okay. What is the opposing roll?
Mike, can you grab that for?
I think it's
Once again?
intelligence and resolve, right?
It is.
Mesmerize? Hold on. That is a presence, right?
That's dominate.
No, it's a dominate. I think it's
Mesmerize,
resolve and
It's versus intelligence resolve against manipulation dominate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
7 successes.
Bomb.
5.
Ooh.
That's my
With
girl!
a critical.
Damn. Now, bitch, I'm gonna tell you what's up.
He started here.
Look like you could use
Dark
it
in the
now.
eyes. Tell me everything.
Lark is just gonna start screaming really, really loudly and be like, "Get off of me! Let go of me!" and just try to draw as much attention as she can and make it seem like he assaulted her.
The people around you stare at you for a second. And then at him. And then back at you like, we saw what happened. He hasn't touched you. Missy and Alice, you both can hear this.
Yeah, Macy's gonna make her way
That
over.
was the point.
Alice is going to continue with her transaction and act like she doesn't know. In case if Lark gets kicked out, at least there's at least one person still in.
And as Missy walks over, you see this man talking to Lark, and Lark screaming. He looks at you, looks at Lark. And that is where we'll end.
There had to be at least one person in the room that wasn't looking, okay? Not kidding. Anyways.
That was a beautiful roll, Milo. Beautiful.
It was.
I know. It's like, oh, now I gotta run. Fuck.
Anyway, guys, thank you all for joining us
Yes.
once more for Maine by Night.
Thank
And
you.
we hope to see you again soon.
Yo,
Welcome to the collective.
welcome to the
We
collective.
did it.
We did it!
Thank you, everyone. Everyone who happens to end up watching this stream or whoever sat through right now, thank you so much. And appreciate
We
you.
very much appreciate it.
Yes. And yes, welcome
Have
to
a
the
good
collective.
day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.